might be the reason Darkside is here right now, because of the layout D he had on Universe Point against Wisconsin in arguably the comeback of the tournament for Darkside. We're underway.
Darkside coming out with a side stack for their offensive set. They're going to isolate Gusho Hannes first.
You remember 2 years ago, Ian, Gusho Hannes was basically the reset handler for Nethercutt. His primary job was to get the disc and throw it to Nutt. Now he has a much greater responsibility. He was the primary handler last year. This season, the emergence of Cohen has given Gusho Hannes a chance to do more damage downfield. Nick McLeod, longer hair than 2 years ago, but he had a bunch of goals in the semis and finals of Carolina's championship run. Some memorable celebrations too, and McLeod gets in.
Down at the Wilmington campus. This is what Wilmington is used to practicing in, even stiffer wind than this.
Yeah.
They get those winds coming in off the ocean, and every practice is a windy practice.
The kids these days, Ian, may not realize that Easterns used to be in Wilmington. Now it's in Myrtle Beach, but forever. I went to, I think, 4 Easterns in Wilmington. I imagine you did as well.
Yeah, we walked uphill both ways to and from class,
right.
too.
Gusho Hannes. Defended tournament here at Nationals. Hastings throw a little too far ahead of White. Those are the types of turnovers that you just get the sense they're going to be crushing for Wilmington, because UNC is not going to give them that many chances, you would think. Darkside won their pool, but it was not easy. They lost a Universe Point thriller against Colorado, letting several chances go by without punching in the winner. Carolina did bounce back and beat Auburn fairly comfortably. And because Carleton helped him out, UNC won the pool. This deep shot will again be knocked to Werfel. Ellis launching. Deep shot stolen away by Walker Matthews. One of the underrated veterans of this Darkside squad, now a junior. He was a freshman 2 years ago, and Carolina won the title. And they beat UNCW on the way to that title in the semifinals, dispatching Oregon in a lopsided 15. So you hear the trombone in the crowd. Auburn's Hank Womble, one of the tremendous characters of the Ultimate community.
Great to see Auburn nominate him for the Callahan Award.
They tried to, at least. Made a good video. Again, Gusho Hannes starting downfield, moves it. McLeod almost had that beat up by Willie Stewart. It's been fun to watch Gusho Hannes evolve these past couple of years, both with Darkside and with Raleigh Ring of Fire. Wow. And I've talked to several people I respect, Ian, as Wilmington turns it over. And I asked them, who does Jack Williams remind you of? And the answer that I've been told is Kurt Gibson, former Florida star that won college national title, who's won several club titles with different clubs. Williams' versatility as a thrower, as a receiver, shiftiness.
As a defender.
Sure. There's McLeod breaking free.
The passion, the excitement, all of that culminating in this great atmosphere. It's really hard to replicate it at other tournaments. Archer underneath.
Cohen thought about the deep shot, saw Maxson come free on the under. Matthews. McLeod. Another freshman from Arlington, Virginia, Anders Jungst, very involved for Darkside. Despite the fact he's so involved, no one on his team knew how to say his last name. We had to ask him specifically, because in Ultimate, people don't know each other's names. They know nicknames, initials. Hey you, tall guy, white hat. Gusho Hannes to McLeod.
That one was.
So Wilmington's hanging around. It feels like they're teetering on disaster from time to time. And yet, these guys continue to show grit and determination. Cohen breaks the mark. McLeod takes a shot. 2 targets. Both denied. And not sure who that was to, but Kevin Mateer took control.
I think he was looking.
The fact that he's actually a dance major.
Hey, you never know what else. You never know what else he does with his free time. If we can get him on a halftime interview, maybe we could ask him.
6-5. Wilmington pulling, trailing by 1. Cole landed in, but rolled out. Untouched. Cohen will take it to the front of the end zone. Carolina looked like they were starting in a horizontal stack, and before any throws, the offense morphed into something else entirely.
Yeah, I think Wilmington's zone look here dictated that. Trying to force Carolina to complete some tougher passes, as we see Cohen doing a great job to save possession and find a hole.
Both coaches have talked about showing the opponent different looks throughout the game. Don't let them get comfortable with one defense. Mike DiNardo specifically said we want to show them a lot of defensive sets. They've got a lot we can use. I said, how many? And he just laughed, because there's so many different variations he can put. He said 5 primary ones, but there's so many different variations that I can have my players use, he said. That's good offense from Carolina.
Athletes.
Well, there's a different theme every year for Darkside.
Yeah, last year we had the towel squad.
How about this pull? This is North Carolina special. Trying to get a bit of a trap on the sidelines. Change up the look. We saw UNC do that a lot a couple years ago.
In the final against Colorado, and didn't really work for them.
It was here in Cincinnati 3 years ago. They learned from that experience, came back a year later, won it all in Milwaukee. Trying to take half.
Wilmington transitions into its man defense.
Gusho Hannes to the end zone. Yes. Hastings picks up his old friend, Walker Matthews, with the goal. Looked like he was waving to the camera. If UNCW is going to get back in this thing, it's going to be on Jack's back. coming across Archer. Cohen thought about it. Busho Hannes floated on him, but Matthews is there, and he'll launch. Tipped. Out of, just don't stand in front of us.
To be honest, I prefer something like the Towel Squad over the cowbells.
You're not a cowbell guy.
I'm not a cowbell. You never need more cowbell, if you ask me.
I know some great musical producers that disagree. Busho Hannes upfield. Now Ben Maxon nominated for Carolina for the Callahan Award. Not the biggest name guy on this team, that's for sure. But I watched his Callahan video. He can play. Certainly a guy that his teammates respect. Senior from Durham. Played club for Cash Crop, a ring development program that has really enhanced the entire North Carolina Ultimate scene over the past 3 to 5 years, and really the past 10 years. The growth of Ultimate in North Carolina from both the local organization, Triangle Youth Ultimate, and the consolidation of the top club players into something of a feeder system that we've seen in other cities. Interestingly, the Triangle talent and North Carolina talent overall has splintered a bit because of the team Right Coast from Wilmington. McLeod in the end zone. These two teams are too familiar with one another for this game to end without something wacky happening down the stretch. Can Darkside continue to convert unimpeded? Busho Hannes, that open. Looking to McLeod, knocked away. You see the Texas Longhorn flag? You're like, oh, that's where the Texas women are playing. (12-10). Still 2 minutes away from soft cap. You would think, Ian, that North Carolina is not a team that would feel the weight of the moment and the pressure in this situation. They've certainly been here before, 4 years in a row, in fact, in semifinals. Lost in the title game in 2014, won the thing in 2015. Looking for Archer. Great defense. Vestal did not get the disc, but he did.
Hastings with the stall count rising and few other options. Williams tries to reach back and make the grab. You know, maybe with no rain and no water on the disc, maybe that's a catch, you know?
Archer on the under. Let's see if Darkside can stay calm and work it down the field. Clock has expired. Soft cap after the point, and I feel like just walking across the state border will make my flick fly.
Yeah, you know, maybe there's something like the ultimate fountain of youth, right?
If USAU changes the eligibility to remove the continuation, and I could play my 5th year, I will do a training weekend in Northfield. Here we go, 12-11, playing a 14.
Quan out there on the offensive line, not something you see every day. And for his turnover. Another receiver a foot taller than Quan that Quan's able to earn another block on.
On a deep shot, no less. Quan squeezes it in to Gooch. McLeod. Good contest by Williams. Healthy respect between those two.
I think McLeod may have called a foul before
We okay over here?
he released the disc.
In on one? In on one.
In a while, Ian, since UNC has scored. It was 12-8. Another soft throw from Goucho-Hannes. McLeod. Goucho-Hannes. Jungst to the center for Marcus. Now Marcus's instinct there, probably to launch, but in this situation, with a berth in the finals on the line, he's got a little different mindset. On the under, Goucho-Hannes comes to it. I beg your pardon, that's Walker Matthews. Through the
We okay
contact
over here?
of Stewart.
You're gonna take it. You say you're taking an injury?
Yeah, I'll take an injury.
Okay. When you come back in, let's keep those a little cleaner.
Okay, I'll try to go.
Understood. Yep.
Willie
We're good?
Stewart certainly
Hold
made
it.
his mark on this game
When you're
so
ready.
far.
No question.
Hope that's nothing serious that he's going off the field for. And I think he did a lot to try and avoid contact there.
Yeah. It's an
Give him-
explosive bid.
Give him credit there.
Back to action. Both Quan and Marcus were breaking deep simultaneously. Both were open, but still a holster. Back on the under. Quan will take it. Goucho-Hannes. Not this time for Hastings. Back to Williams. Gaining yards. Power position. Here we go. Too much. Heck of a bid from Henninghausen, even if it maybe was a tad gratuitous.
I don't know. I think he had no choice but to sell out.
Up the line, poaching free. That's Kyle Werfel sneaking in.
Strung together a great run. I just think this is one of those moments where they wish they had one of those timeouts left. Let Jack get a quick breather.
I'm sure they also wish they had Austin McGrain and Grayson Sander, but they're playing with who they've got, and there was a collision in the middle of the field. Matthews.
Really? Yeah. I ran in front of him. That was no. I really don't think he should get a blue card for that. He shouldn't get a blue card.
Hey, we're good. We'll put it back in the pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got the
All right, understood. We're good.
It's strange to see JD wearing the white with those guys next to him in the black. You can just see the love.
In what other sport are you going to see the player go to some third party and tell him that he needs to retract a call?
Nothing I can think of, especially in a moment like this. Matthews lost his hat, but he's got the disc. McLeod. Matthews. Goucho-Hannes. Cohen. Gooch. Can Carolina finally punch one in? It's been a while. Wilmington on a 4-0 run. We're playing to 14. Winner gets Carleton tomorrow. 5 p.m. Eastern. ESPNU. Cohen got drilled after what looked like Mateer getting the disc first.
Yep. Calm down. Just.
I think he made contact with the disc first.
Okay.
He may have got Cohen's shoulder.
Yeah, and is there any way?
With a check.
No foul is the call. Good to see Cohen open. This feels a little bit more than just like pickup. Can you separate that? I don't know. Look around you. This is different. A 5-0 run for Wilmington. A short pull will give Darkside good field position. Gusho-Hannes, Long, and Junst, the handlers. How about that effort from Warfel? Swinging the disc. Matthews. Looked off Quan, back to Gooch. Darkside has to score 2 in a row. One at a time. Into the red zone. Back out of the red zone. Back into the red zone. Matthews to Marcus. 13 all.